Hi there. Many people get really busy and wound up through the week, and they need a great way to relax over the weekends. Some people find de stressing is best done by kicking little kids in the face. It may sound bad, but they ask for it. They train in ITF Taekwondo at Midnight Sun Martial Arts Academy under Master Herbin. Maybe you don't want to hurt other people, and that's okay, because sparring with heavy contact isn't for everyone, and that's only something you'll see at world competitions. Day to day, the intensity and practice you put in is what you will get out. So it is entirely up to the individual competitor to decide what they are after. I should know, as I was training under Master Herbin since I was 10 years old. For the past decade, I've been training, and now I'm a third degree black belt helping 6 and 70-year-olds alike, and everyone loves it. It's fantastic. In this speech, we will walk through the history, basic rules, and some competitors' perspectives from the recent 2022 Netherlands World Championships to help get through the origins of Taekwondo, how it is performed, and what competitors think specifically under sparring. So, starting with sparring, the history of sparring, the split between Chae Hong-hee and Kim Dae-sung's ITF and WTF styles, respectively, started in the 1980s after the split of Korea. Alex Gillis, an investigative journalist and reporter, as well as WTF black belt, wrote the book A Killing Art, which is focused on Taekwondo's entire history. However, the relevant portions are from the 1980s to early 2000s. The South Korean general Chae Hong-hee is the founder of Taekwondo, which really spread in the 1950s during the Korean War. And Kim Dae-sung was one of his closest friends and students, who eventually became an enemy after the split of Korea. After the Korean War, Kim Dae-sung became an Olympic board member who favored Taekwondo and tried to introduce Taekwondo sparring as an Olympic demonstration sport in the 1988 Seoul Olympics. Chae disapproved because sparring trains the competitor to be non-lethal for when it will really matter, and ITF Taekwondo did not have sparring while General Chae was alive. So General Chae tried to prove that Kim Dae-sung was a phony to the Olympic board. However, this was unsuccessful, and Taekwondo went on to be an Olympic sport in the 1980s and 1990s. It's still currently an Olympic sport now, and over two decades, it has gone from a sport with a lot of rigged games and branch cutting, which is a term that means the best competitors are taken out early. It has gone from a very disingenuous sport to one of the most highly honest sports around. While WTF Taekwondo has a history of strife and unfairness, Chae's ITF sparring has made integrity a primary virtue to uphold. There are many rules that go into sparring, but many of them actually improve the honesty you will see. So, going through some rules of sparring, there are 2 2-minute matches for black belts during the World Championships, which will be very grueling. It is roughly the same intensity as running an 800-meter dash, but this takes place on an 8x8-meter ring, and if the competitors get knocked out, they will receive warnings. Warnings are made during a certain number of mistakes, and if and arguing with judges. There are many warning causes, including loss of temper, arguing with judges, biting, gouging, and many illegal techniques. And there are also many illegal spots to hit people. It is all based around protecting the competitors. So the face is legal, however, the sides and back of the head is illegal, and anything below the groin is also illegal. So the face and front chest are the only spots a competitor will expect to receive any damage, preventing head injuries, walking problems, etc. Moving on to the competitors' perspectives. The culture of fairness ingrained in ITF Taekwondo sparring can be seen in the rule set, and people from all over the world fly tens of thousands of miles to have the chance of winning these gold medals. So they have many interesting things to say. There is no underdog or branch cutting in ITF Taekwondo. The people who compete in large competitions are surprisingly gracious, gold medal or not. There are many interviews from the recent 2022 Netherlands World Championships, including standout competitors, including Sabrina Mai and the US men's team. And these interviews can be found on the the World Championships website, which can be found through some quick searching. All competitors were interviewed 30 seconds after winning, so their perspectives are unfiltered, and you get to see how they think about the art and their competitors in the meantime. Starting with Team USA, when asked by the interviewer, the team member Federico Vendini and the US team coach Arjun Thingra stated they only had 3 times to train in team patterns, which is highly synchronized, and it's very difficult to get proper. Thingra was beaming with pride because of all the individual work done by the team, and they ended up winning gold. So it was fantastic to watch. Federico Vendini stated the team was spread 4,000 miles across, from the US, Alaska, to Kansas. The difficulty of teams to synchronize in a choreographed sport is very, very high. Moving on to the individual competitor, Sabrina Mai. Sabrina had a fierce final fight with Altina Rezgalova, which takes place roughly on the 6-hour, 30-minute mark of the video, day 3. Her words were in Spanish, but using a translation service, it can be found the entirety of Sabrina's words were congratulating her competitor for such a fierce fight and thanking her teammates and family for supporting her in this journey that was 15,000 miles away from her home, all the way from Argentina to the Netherlands. The pride and hard work of Team USA, as well as the graciousness of Sabrina Mai, prove that Taekwondo is now a fierce yet very gracious and very highly integritous sport in 2024 now. In conclusion, sparring in Taekwondo used to be very unfair, but the current ITF rules promote integrity and good sportsmanship. And the current competitors look to better themselves as well as better each other. And they will get in what they put out. Taekwondo is for everyone willing to put in this work and put down their pride. And it can be dangerous, but it's up to the individual to decide. Do you have a group with this kind of passion and camaraderie? It can be found at many, many, many ITF Taekwondo places. And if you don't have that, Midnight Sun Martial Arts is a great place to join. You don't have to, but it is a wonderful thing to have in your life to join anything like that. seek discomfort.